Is coming. We're opening a training, wellness and daycare centre. I set out when we opened the YPPS hub that we were going to be there 1 year before hopefully finding our new premises. Now I am currently in the grounds of Hatfield House because our new premises is through the owners of Hatfield House. Okay, so look at this ground, absolutely beautiful setting, and the venue we're looking to bring to everybody is obviously going to hopefully be another beautiful venue. But let's get into it. Let's open our training, wellness and daycare centre. Okay, so we're here. So 10 months ago, I said when we took on the YPPS hub that it was going to be maximum of 12 months before we stepped up our game and we opened our luxurious training, wellness and daycare centre. Okay, we are here. We're walking onto site. Okay, so this is definitely a building site right now. However, let's have a look around. Okay, everything's going on. So exciting times. Okay, let me take you to the new Your Paws Pet Services training, wellness and daycare centre. Okay, we're stepping in the doors. Okay, again, remember, it's definitely a building site right now. My mum is in here, probably trying to stay out of the way of the camera. And today we are looking at flooring. So we're going to talk flooring. Flooring, our plan is this one we're thinking, isn't it, Mum? This one here. Okay, so the flooring we're thinking of is, because currently our flooring is concrete, and well, that just doesn't say luxurious training, wellness and daycare centre. So instead, let me flip you around. We are looking at this flooring here. Okay, now a lot of our flooring, so it's got a bit of a groove in it, as you can see. A lot of our flooring is covered by big farmhouse mats, okay? So we go for that cozy luxury vibe for the pups because, well, you know, we want them to be proper cute and snuggly. Now, these are the two that I'm loving right now. This one and this one. But I think this one's a little bit dark. And it turns out that this one here, a minute, this one here is actually identical to the doors. So let's have a walk around and show you it in a couple of places. And then, I know we've jumped into this vlog very quickly, but then we'll show you a bit more about our new location. So let's put this, oh no. Okay, it's gonna look like this. Now, in every room, this does look different. So then if we go over here, obviously we've got a black kitchen. I say obviously, you haven't seen it yet. Now there's obviously a bit of a contrast there, but I'm trying to make it, I'm trying to make it as light as possible. So I feel like I'm leaning towards here. I do really like both of these. What do you think in the comments? Which one do you prefer? Darker or lighter? But I'm thinking the lighter one. Again, if you take it down this end of the centre, again, it looks darker here. And then if you go into what will be the physio area in the long run, again, looking a bit different. And then if we go into reception, it looks different again. So anyway, this is our new training, wellness and daycare centre. So I'm going to flick you around because this here, reception. This here, oh, that's the wall. This here's the main room. This here is probably physio and pet store. Physio and pet store. However, in the long run, I'm also thinking potentially bar area for a cafe. People come in, have their coffees, have their dogs, go for a walk, enjoy some pet products along this wall. Anyway, I don't have the money for that right now. That's coming. So over here, let's jump out the front and jump out the front. Look at the size of this door. It's massive. Okay, I'm going to jump out front and I'm going to show you the front. Okay. All right, so this here is the front of our new training and wellness centre, and this here is the side building that we're going to do the physio in. So let me flip you around again because I pretty much ran into this very quickly because we have to get your attention really fast, right? So this here, from this wall to this wall, fencing, down to the back, fencing and over. So all this area, this is all going to be removed. It's all going to be gravelled, fenced and gated for when we come up down this road, we can park our vans here, dogs can come out, socialise in this bit here, and obviously just down here and to the left, we are surrounded by the fields. So we've got so many places that we can take the dogs for walks, but this is just so they can obviously come out, have a little toilet break, get some fresh air and everything like that in between their morning walk and their afternoon rotation walk. So anyway, bathroom this way. All right, so this is our bathroom. Fun fact, fire alarms have just gone in. And then here is our storage cupboard. And also we've got a combi here, okay? Combi. I don't even have a combi at my own house. So the dogs have got hot water on tap. Turn this off. This is a whirlwind tour at the beginning. Again, another view of the main room, okay? Now this is our side door to the outside bit that you've just seen. Front entrance, shop, or whatever we're gonna decide it to be. Lots and lots of beams, which are gonna be a complete nightmare to keep warm and cost a lot of money. So, I'm going to shut this door. Sorry, mate. I'm going to quickly shut this. Thank you. So we're showing you the floors. Now, the ceilings, well, they are currently, bar the fire alarm, they're missing, okay? So we have got our ceiling fitter coming in, and he's going to block this off to here. And then we're going to have a rattan light coming down. And these windows here are going to get frosted to about here. And then it's going to say the farmhouse. So, very quick overview of everything that's going on. This room here as well, lighting, spotlight, 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 spotlights down there. That's going to be our lighting in here. And in this room, we are also going to be putting in another ceiling. So the ceiling needs to go in all around here, and we are putting in spotlights. Now, the way that it's also going to work is everything is going to be controlled from this side over here. So currently we have one light. Okay, one light that goes that way, one light that goes that way, and well, that's just not enough, okay? But that is where everything's going to be controlled from, as well as the fire alarm. So, there's a lot to go. There's a lot to happen in here, and we've got 3 weeks until we open. So, we're currently already 2 days behind because there's been some glitches. So, I'm going to pick up my flooring, which I think we've decided on, ring my electrician, tell him we're good for tomorrow, and tell my ceiling guy we're good for Thursday, where I'm also going to be meeting my flooring guy, who originally we were going to have a different flooring company, but I know this guy from the gym, great way to meet people, and he said, like, come down and have a chat with me, and he's sorting out a really helpful package, so I appreciate that. Also, in the front, we are going to have this here for when you first walk in, so that we clean off the shoes, and here, extra fitting underlay, so that it's much more comfy for the dogs, okay? So this will go like to here, and then laminate to here, and then the edging. But yeah, it would just be way more comfortable and just, yeah, nicer for the dogs. Now, picture it. Luxury farmhouse vibes. That's what we're looking to achieve here. So stay tuned over the vlog, because in the next 10, 20, maybe 30 minutes, we're hopefully going to go from what we're currently looking like now to the end product. Fingers crossed. So stay tuned. So as I said, as you come out of the new farmhouse, you walk to the left, you walk 5 minutes, and we are now at the lakes. Okay, so this is a 5-minute walk from our new farmhouse. I'm going to flip you around just to properly show you what we are working with. So look at this, 5 minutes from our doorstep now. This is what we have to bring the dogs up to, and you can walk for a very, very long time. So we will be coming up here on our daily rotations, and can you imagine this? Like, summertime, amazing. Autumnal time, amazing. But also, I'm thinking a bit of snow. Like, a little bit of snow around here would be just the one. You know me, I love Christmas. Just something very, very cute and festive and full of dogs. Like, how could you go wrong? So, as I just gave you a little whirlwind tour of our new training, wellness and daycare center, what I'm going to be doing with this episode is really showing you everything from start to finish of opening a training, wellness and daycare center for the dogs. That is licensing, planning, costs, everything you need to think about, finding a building. I will be touching upon these things and hopefully not making it boring, but also showing you like how much, because when I looked into opening our own training, wellness and daycare center, there isn't a lot out there. Like, there's information you could read, but there wasn't a video that I could just watch and go through. So this is the video. So please do like and subscribe, follow along. We're going to be showing you so much more about the farmhouse. We have so much coming up and going on there, and we're going to show you all about that in upcoming vlogs as well. But I'm very, very, very close to the lake now, and I'm going to show you. Okay, so if you're interested in that, follow along. But anyway, here's the lake. So we go this way. I'm sorry, because I'm jolting everywhere. I've lost my mum. I've left her behind. I'm not going to lie. I've got to get you the view. Okay. So here is the lakes. Well, one of them. Now, if you know Hertfordshire, then you might know this lake. If you know the lake, put it in the comments. Got the ducks over there. Oh. So we have 3 weeks, as I said. 2 days have already been set back, but we have 3 weeks to get the ceilings in, the lights in, the floors in, the furniture in, everything dressed and ready for our open day on the 18th of October. It's going to be tight, very, very tight, but we're going to make it work. It's going to be fine. But yeah, let's carry on, because the next thing hopefully we see will be the electrics going in, followed by the ceilings. So let's crack on with the day. Okay, so today we are back at the farmhouse. It's currently around about 7:30 in the morning, and I've just spoken to my electrician, and I'm super, super excited. So we've had a bit of an issue about lighting this place, because obviously the ceilings are so high. We need good lighting, but we also need the look of a luxury daycare and training wellness facility. So we have a certain look that we're trying to achieve, but also we have to achieve the lighting aspect in the space that we have as well. So I had a chat. We're going to be getting the look that hopefully I was ideally looking for in the beginning, but wasn't sure if we'd be able to pull off. So lighting is going in today. We have in the side room, when I get in a second, I'll show you, spotlights going in, as we spoke about yesterday, rattan light in the main reception area, and then in the main big room we're working on this pendant idea through rattan lighting again. Okay, so it's going to look really nice with the beams, it's going to give us the lighting, but it's going to give us the whole overall. I feel like flooring and ceiling lights ties everything together, and if you don't get that right, obviously furnishing, but if you don't get that right, then it's really just not going to matter. My arm's going numb already, sorry. Also last night, when ordering lots of different things, so like sofa covers and rugs and cushions and photos and everything like that, that was getting ordered last night, because again, we have got less than 3 weeks now before this place opens, so we need to make sure that we get that right. Okay, so super important that we get that right from you know, ideally I want to be 3 days ready. Okay, 3 days ready. Lost my train of thought there, because people keep driving by, and I feel really awkward when people drive by and I'm like, oh hi, I'm just talking to the camera. Anyway, super exciting things to go on today. I'm probably not going to see later the end result, because I have got training clients throughout the day and things like that, and I've got to go see the team, so that's not going to happen. But also, last night we applied for our license with the council. So remember, I'm going to be talking about things that you need when you're opening your own daycare, training and wellness facility. One of the things that you will need is a daycare license, okay? So you'll need to speak to your local licensing officer. They will advise you on all the things that you need to do. And they'll send you a form which you need to fill out. And once you fill that form out, then what will happen is you'll send it off to them, and it can take up to 8 weeks. And you're looking at around about £400, depending on the number of dogs that you're going for, okay? So it's a bit of information on the licensing. You can also go online and find out through DEFRA all the stipulations that you will need to tick to make sure that when they come to do your license, that you meet the requirements that you need to get that license. Because if you don't tick that, it doesn't matter whether they come out or not, you're not going to get your license. So have a good read through that. And my tip to you is, if you're reading a document and you're not the fastest reader and you prefer hearing it, go on an app called Speechly and paste it in there and let it read it all to you. But anyway, let's go on with the day. Currently, the lights that we have are this. Okay, we have this floodlight here, and we also have a floodlight on this side. But that is going to be changing, okay? So we have some ideas that we want lights coming down. I've just washed my hands, sorry. Lights coming down from the ceiling, hanging in rattan lights. So it would be one lot here, one lock here, so 3 segments, probably 4 segments because we're going to do that bit too. Can't do this bit because obviously it's too narrow. And then as we go through here, we'll have the rattan light there. So it'll be central rattan lights coming down, rattan lights coming down, rattan lights coming down, rattan lights coming down, probably a lamp. So that is the plan. However, another concern of mine in here is, as you see, the ceilings are very high. So heating this place, there is currently no heating, so we're going to have to work off electric heaters, which is fine, not a problem. But today outside, it's currently about 7 degrees. And so I wanted to come in here today and sort of just see the temperature. Because the way that this building works, fill the doors as well. The way that this building works is the insulation is in the roof, I'm just trying to point you up there, in the roof, but on the outside. And actually, when I've come in here today, I'm pleasantly surprised how much warmer it feels in here than it does outside. So that's good. But in general, heating this, it's gonna be hard, but it's fine, we'll work it out. It's logistics. Yeah, we'll work it out. It's going to be fine. Okay, so shortly my electrician's going to turn up. We are going to be having... So I was talking and I realised that I had turned the recording off. So we're going to have some switches here to control this room plus the side room and the reception. So that's going to have that. But we're also decided now that we're going to do a switch in a side room and reception so that you can control those lights as well. With the ceiling here, as you see, we have the fire alarms up, so ceiling's going tomorrow, so stay tuned. Okay, so we are back on site for day number 2 of things going down, and it is literally all going down today, okay? So first things first, our ceilings are going in today. Yesterday our lighting went in, we're going to jump in a minute. Our lighting went in, well, to the point that it can at the moment because I need to get the lampshades, which I'm going to be getting today. Our plasterer is on site. He's about to get our ceilings up, and we are also moving this out of our car park, which makes our space way bigger, but they're currently working on that. So let's walk in and have a little look. Oh, also, we have a nice new step. So Aidan is setting up in here. This is all to be plasterboarded, and then we're going to have a rattan light, as I said before. In here, as you can see, everything is looking very, very different. So lights, we also have some speakers going up in here. Now, the only thing is, where you work in here, you can't use one of those. You have to keep putting it up and taking it down because of the beams, but you can't get a in here. So when we go in here, we changed it from 4 spotlights to 5. And the reason being is we were going to have spotlight, 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 spotlight. And then I was a bit like, this bit here, it just might not be full enough. So we've put an extra spotlight in there. And we've changed a little bit how we're working in here. So anyway, everything's going on. I'm gonna go see if my uncle needs help. All right, so health and safety for our trusty plasterer. Let's find him. I think he's in here. Or is he already in? Oh, we've lost you. Oh, if you need a plasterer, check him out. All right, I've got to find him. How have I lost him already? All right, we're going this way. Sue, if you're watching the vlog, know that I've come to offer aid and help. I told the vlog that, I told Sue that I came to offer you help with the carrying. I offered. We have our first board of ceiling up, and the electricians are back on site working on the bits. Bits are being finished. Okay, so it's all going down. Put my hat on properly. It's all going down at the site. Everything is happening, and I'm just in the way. So I'm going to jump in the van, go give my van to William because he needs it for the day because it's a super busy day. Everything is going on at the moment. So I'm going to run, give my van to William, and then going to jump on my new mode of transport, which I'm not going to tell you right now. My new mode of transport to get back here to meet the flooring guy for 9 o'clock. So we've got to go. Let's go. So I said I had a new mode of transport, and well, I do. I have an electric scooter. Now, why do I have an electric scooter? Because currently all the vans are out working, which means I needed to drop the van off to William and get back here ready to meet the flooring guy for 9:30. Now, there was a lot of doubt, especially from my uncle, that I wouldn't make it. Well, obviously, I did. And this is my new hog. It's pretty cool. I'll show you some of my tricks. That's one of them. This definitely comes another one. There's another one. I've got one more for you. Come on in. Here we go. And that is just a couple. Now, range on this, somewhere between 0 and not sure. Charge time, somewhere between 0 and not sure. However, currently, I got from Dutch to here in 20 minutes, and I've only used one bar. Now, I have to get back on the hog, yes, the hog, in time to meet the guys for the middle wall, because it's super, super busy. However, what's going on here? We are currently, oh, by the way, Martin lent me this. Thank you, Martin, because yeah, this is my broke era, and I need to get around. And right now, we can't afford to buy another van. So, the electrics are getting all tightened up. Ceilings going in. Flooring should be going in literally less than a week. So, we have a plan. Let's get on with it. And until then, let's go meet the team. We're back on site, and well, today has been a mammoth day. Like, so much has happened on this site. And the first thing that you may notice that has happened is our outside area is now open. There is no more container here, which was currently, well, it was taken up. It was there, that's where it was. You can kind of see the outline, and the team have been leveling all this out so that our outdoor area can be gravelled over. This is all going to be from this corner to that corner. It's going to be fenced, okay? And at the back will be fenced, and it will be gated so that when we pull in, we can pull in here, the dogs get let out. Obviously, they have some outside area for fresh air, obviously for some toileting, playing in a ball pit and a pool pit. Ball pit and a pool pit, they're the same thing, Luke. A ball pit and a pool in the sunny days. Just look how sunny it is right now. Anyway, so that is one of the biggest things that have been happening here today. So this space is a lot larger than you realise, but when it opens up, because obviously everything's gone now, it's just a much bigger space than you think. Look, this is me over in the corner, furthest corner. I can't even touch the building, it's so far away. Anyway, we're going to make our way in. We know obviously this door is soon to be painted. It is very dusty inside because I've been sweeping everything, because at the moment that's all I can really do is just kind of tidy up behind people a little bit where I can. So we're in, swept floors, things are looking good. Right, recap of where we're up to. The biggest change for today is, if we head to our reception area, our biggest change is the ceilings, okay? The ceilings are officially in. The ceilings are in. How good is that? Look, we come out here. Maybe you can see it, I don't know. We'll walk back in. Oh, also, let me just spin this around. So, outside door, signs going here, steps are here. This is our outside area fencing. This is all going to be gravelled, all gravelled around, planting area. This is our side room. And then, boom, we're in. Ceilings. This here is going to be the switch. We're going to have a power point here, a fire alarm there. Pendant light coming down and a fire alarm up there as well. Now, in here, we are going to have spotlight, okay, because we couldn't fit a light between the beam. Spotlight, power source. We are making this into a bit of a feature wall. It needs to be done. Everything is covered in dust at the moment, so that's all going to be cleaned off. We then have our first pendant light that will come down here, our second pendant light that will come down here, our fire alarm up there. Another pendant light here, which you kind of have to talk to them about because they've put it there, but it's going to be like right next to that. But that could be maybe a cozy corner, little chair, photos, bookshelf maybe. I'm just thinking like if it should just fit, but it'll be tight. So maybe this is going to be a cozy corner that we're gonna make do and just work with what the barn offers us. Another pendant light here. This light, obviously we're going to only have one because we couldn't put it there because of that. So this light will come down here. It won't be perfectly central to the door, but it's going to just take this space. We've got plug sockets going here. There was also a plug socket in that corner I haven't told you about, sorry. Pendant light down from about there, pendant light from about there, another one. So we've got 3 in this area, and then we've got another plug socket here. Obviously, you've seen the kitchen before, but let's up. This bit's gone up now. This needs another coat, but it's obviously to make just tidy of that. This skirting's gone up, fire alarm here as well. outside area. These windows are going to be frosted, and then it's going to say the Farmhouse. So that's going to happen on every door, so it'll happen on that door too. But yeah, let's jump into this room. And again, like Aidan has been absolutely knocking it out today, so massive respect to him. This is the other entrance. So we're heading in here, and I will show you what's been happening. Okay, so this is where we're up to at the moment. Spotlight, 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 switch, plug socket, fire alarm. This all has to be box system by us. We were hoping that would be done, but it's not. I have unfortunately given Aidan that job. It's not ideal for him because he's very, very busy at the moment, and it's going to take him quite a while. So I do feel bad about that, but unfortunately I can't do that. So I kind of have to be a bit like, help. So we officially have our key, which obviously is a big, big step, okay? Now, if you want help in your business journey and you're wondering how to do this, how to get to this point, and then when you get to this point, what to do, I have a business mentorship program. And if you're interested, send me a DM and I can discuss it with you. And so weirdly, just like that, I'm shutting up the Farmhouse for the first time. So, little story, right? Just gonna lock these cupboards. Little story. When we took on the hub at the Dutch nursery, as if you saw earlier in the vlog, we said, well, I didn't actually say, but the idea was we have been looking for a property like this for like 3 years. And it's been a fair while to find it, okay? Especially having dogs. It's very hard to find a property when you've got dogs that will let you in. But yeah, so from opening the hub to having in my head that we will have our own much bigger property, training, wellness and daycare centre within 1 year of opening the hub. And officially our open day will actually mean that we've moved into that part of the business within less than 10 months, okay? So it'll be around the 10-month mark. So we opened the hub in January 13th or something like that, January 14th, something like that. So we have been really lucky that this has come about as it is. And the thing what I'd like to say is, if you don't think it, you'll never go for it. And if you never go for it, it will never happen. But to get this, the process had a lot of no's along the way. And still, even though we're looking up the Farmhouse for the first time on our own and nobody's here, we still have to make this a success. Until this is profitable, which currently we are very much up against the clock because it is not, until this is profitable, we haven't yet made it work yet. So let's get it finished and then let's focus on that.